But what do you weigh right now? I know everybody wants to know that.
I'm 280 right now.
280?
I'm on my way down.
Yeah.
I'm struggling to get down.
Are you dieting for something right now?
You know, I'm just, you know, I'm getting older. My health, you know, I can't be walking around 290, 300 pounds.
I hear you, brother.
I'm not comfortable at that weight. I'm 44 years old.
Yeah.
I'm not 19 years old. I need to wake up and realize that you can't be the biggest, baddest, strongest guy forever. So for me to put on 30 pounds, you know, that's going to be, it's going to be a good 305 I'm going to be weighing. 2016, that's going to be the year to get fucking huge.
How's it going, guys? We are excited today because we are covering a very important topic in the ever-growing, the ever-getting bigger, the larger-than-life Rich Piana.
Rich, his YouTube channel is exploding all over the fitness world. With north of 500,000 subscribers, there's a couple of points that we want to address.
People with such a big following like Rich, as well as so many other fitness channels and fitness channels alike, it is very important that they get the right message out there.
With so many young YouTubers signing on to learn nowadays, it's really important that they find the correct information.
I just want people to be educated and know what they're getting themselves into, because when I chose to do it, I had no idea what I was getting into.
Every month there's a new supplement. Every month there's this new fucking, you know, get incredible results quick, you know, blah, blah, and it's all bullshit.
In the fake world of bodybuilding, with so many people hiding their steroid abuse, I can really appreciate the fact that Rich has always come forward and he's never tried to hide the fact that he's been abusing steroids for all these years.
Drug-wise, I was taking 2 IUs of growth every hour and a half to 2 hours.
You know, when you injected it, and did I try it? Fuck yeah, I tried it.
Using growth hormone, I use it for about 10 years straight.
And he also is very truthful on many other topics.
But ultimately, at the end of the day, his YouTube channel does highlight himself as well as many other steroid users working out, highlighting the results, and ultimately glorifying the use of steroids. We believe that people should be able to do whatever they want to their bodies. But the problem comes in when you become a role model and a public figure and have millions and millions of impressionable people looking up to you for advice and guidance. It is very important that they get the correct advice.
Yeah, Rich is just setting unrealistic workouts. I mean, we watched one tape of him blasting his arms for 8 hours straight, and he's saying if you can't do this workout, you're weak. Only on steroid abuse would you ever be able to blast one muscle group that hard.
By making workout schedules and physiques that can only be achieved by using steroids, you are going to leave all of your viewers feeling like they're not working hard enough and really ultimately leave them worse off than when they started.
Still need to do whatever it takes to be a champion. No excuses.
You know, I gotta keep pushing it, gotta get through this. Gotta put that extra inch on, whatever it takes.
The truth is that Rich suffers from bigorexia, and this is a condition where he is never satisfied with his body. He is always going to want to get bigger and bigger, no matter how he looks.
And we're doing shoulders, because shoulders can never fucking be big enough. You can never be wide enough.
So you mentioned bigorexia. I have it, you have it, and a lot of you watching it right now have it.
Yes.
How long do you think that's been going on? Like since you were a teenager, or?
Oh yeah, it started, I mean, it was the reverse, because I constantly wanted to be bigger my whole life. Pumping up, and you're looking at the guy next to you, and you're like, fuck, that guy's bigger than me. I'm not. And then next thing you know, you see the pictures, and you demolish the guy.
Right.
You know, the same thing at expos. I'll take a picture with guys, and I'll be like, they're like, oh my God, you're huge, and you look so great. And in my head, I'm like, this motherfucker's bigger than me, telling me how good I look. And then I see the picture, and I'm like, oh, I am bigger than him.
Any point in time right now where you look at yourself this size, and you look in the mirror, you're like, fuck, I need to gain 10 more pounds, 20 more pounds.
Yeah, it's you always feel that way. I think it's in us. You know, it's I don't want to say it's a disease, but it's an addiction.
Rich took his first cycle when he was 18 years old, and he's been hooked ever since.
My first cycle was probably my best cycle ever. As a teenager, I was 18 years old, and I would have to say that probably 22 pounds of that 28 was pure muscle.
In a year, I put on approximately 48 pounds of muscle.
You know, this is the age where, you know, people start having problems. You know, I can't be 285 and, you know, be in my 50s.
Right.
You know, I'm looking for a heart attack.
He said himself that he's getting older and he wants to slim down and carry less mass, because for him, being over 300 pounds is bad for his health.
But Rich might have actually dug himself a hole on this one. He might not be able to get out, because right now he is under a ton of pressure, and he has even admitted to this.
It's more difficult now than ever before because now I'm someone in the limelight. So I feel like I need to portray that, you know, monster look. And I honestly don't necessarily like being as big as I am. You know, I like being around 250.
And now he's about to go on the craziest steroid cycle of his life.
It's a week out before New Year's Eve. Start the 3-month bigger by the day. And I am fucking excited. So 2016, that's gonna be the year to get fucking huge.
Even though Rich is getting older and he knows that this steroid cycle is just gonna wreak havoc on his body, he's gonna do it anyway.
I mean, Rich is 44 now. It looked like to me he's going through a midlife crisis.
I'm doing it all because it's fucking fun. I enjoy this shit. And you know what? I need to fucking do something. I'm fucking bored with my shit.
He's already the biggest guy walking around and he still wants to put on another 30 pounds.
He's absolutely panicking and he needs to realize that he is getting older and he's not going to be able to be the biggest guy around.
44, you know, there's health reasons, you know, I mean, you can't be big forever.
It is proven that steroids cause infertility in men, breast development, shrinkage of the testicles, pattern baldness, as well as promotes cancer cells and tumors.
And let's not forget, when you take steroids, all your muscles get bigger. And what's the most important muscle in your body? Your heart. And what's around the corner right after you start taking steroids? Heart failure.
You know, it basically makes every tissue in the body grow. Now, in saying that, I have to say, has my heart grown? Probably. And, you know, as a bodybuilder, we don't think about our heart growing and, you know, how we're gonna have a heart attack at the age 50 because our heart has grown.
I mean, I would sit down with a pen and paper and methodically figure out a cycle, and I would sit there for 8 hours at the dining room table figuring out that cycle.
He says he used to sit down at his kitchen table with a piece of paper and for hours write down his steroid cycle, but he says he doesn't do that anymore.
And then we went to his Instagram and saw a picture, a lot like something that you'd put on your kitchen table and jot down for the month.
And it really shows that he is back to his old ways and he is once again gonna do whatever it takes despite the side effects.
So again, this is what I'm gonna be doing, and you guys wanna come along and, you know, follow along for the ride and put on 30 fucking pounds and then join me. It's gonna be fun.
And we are certain for the next 3 months while he's doing his insane cycle, he's gonna be saying how great he feels and you can feel the gains.
I was growing daily.
But ultimately, he's gonna be turning a lot more people to steroids.
The sad thing is people actually go try this shit, like when I tried Eciclin and like when I tried Synthol. It's hard to straighten them all the way. Biceps are getting tight. Elbows are hurting a little bit, I gotta be honest.
And another really important issue here in the bodybuilding industry are the supplements.
I would be there at expos watching people buy on what I was telling them. So did it get to me? Yeah, it did get to me, you know, and you know, I would say, hey, you know, take the mutant shake. It's the best way to gain weight, you know, and then I'd pull out my chicken breast and rice and eat my chicken breast and rice. The supplement industry, let me explain something to you, okay? Supplement companies hire athletes to represent their products.
Whey, and you know, it depends on what flavor oatmeal to what flavor of mutant whey that I choose.
And you're gonna make 16 shakes. Another shake, another chocolate shake. All right, remember, the most important thing is right after the workout, you gotta get that shake in there as soon as possible. As soon as possible, just down it. Now I'm ready to rest till my next workout. Money-making venture for everybody. Everyone's making millions. Because whenever there's something that's the best, new, blah, 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 you know it's bullshit. The supplement industry has been coming out with new fucking shit for 30 years.
It's really funny to us because he said that if you hear of any supplement company or any person talk about their new formula that is a revolutionary
way to gain muscle,
that's gonna help you on your way, then you know they're BS and that should be a definite red flag. But what do we see now that he has a new supplement line? Him saying exactly what he's talking about.
It's gonna help you. It's gonna help you reach your goals. And I've spent years formulating this product, and when you guys find out what exactly it is, you're gonna be blown away. Money-making venture for everybody. Everyone's making millions. Forget about protein powder, son. Buy food. Food's better. Any bodybuilder out there getting ready for the Mr. Olympia contest, I guarantee you is not using any protein powder or any weight gainer in their regimen. The young
upcoming bodybuilders out there that want to put on as much size as possible, real food is always the answer. So all I'm trying to do is tell people that protein powders and weight gainers are a waste of fucking time. That's it. I'm never gonna sell a protein powder and I'm never gonna sell a weight gainer.
Finally, I can agree with Rich on something here. He says eating real food over whey protein is the best way to gain real muscle.
And he also says that he will never sell a whey protein.
What I'm telling people now is the truth. All I'm trying to say is food is better than supplements.
So we went to his website to take a look if he was really a man of his word here. And you know what? He's right. He wasn't selling whey protein, but what he was selling, a Kill It pre-training supplement, a 5150 Stem Crazy supplement, an All Day You May supplement, a creatine supplement, and a mentality supplement.
And the best supplement that we saw was the organ and liver defender.
I mean, because that's exactly what these shakes do. They attack your organs and they wreak havoc on your body.
It's just convenience. I used to go to the grocery store, buy my yams, wash my yams, scrub my yams, bake them in the oven for an hour and a half, wrap them in foil after they cool, put them in the fridge, wait 24 hours, the next day put them in my bag, only to find out the yam juice leaked all over my bag. The yam juice leaked on the seats of my Bentley.
We'll tell you that real food is the best way to building real muscle, and the supplements are just for when you're on the go and you still want to get your nutrition in.
And this is really funny to us because if you're taking your training that seriously, you have to take the time to prep your meals. It is a part of training. So if you are rushed and don't have time, it's because you didn't make time.
I mean, spilling yam juice on your Bentley seats is not an excuse. Get some Tupperware, seal it up.
Say it with me, Tupperware.
Back when Rich was with the Mutant branding, he was taking lots of juice, working out tons, saying whatever he could to sell as much product as possible.
But then when his contract was finally over, he kind of went rebel for a bit.
Last year you would have been on the Mutant stand. Right. Since then you've gone your own way. Right. So you're doing 5% nutrition. You also got your clothing lines.
Yep,
love it, kill it, 5%.
And this is when he started coming out with some of his best tapes, the honest ones, saying how supplements are garbage. And this is when we really started liking Rich. But then what happened? He made up his whole 5% nutrition brand, and now he's right back to his old tricks, taking the supplements, exactly doing the opposite of what he said before.
5% nutrition. Because I tell you what, 5% nutrition right now with I'llPumpYouUp.com is our #1 seller. It's our #1 seller. And everywhere I look, everyone's got 5% products. They got 5% shirts, Love It, Kill It shirts all over the dang world.
Yeah, it's growing
fast. Take a look at his brand, at his logo. It's 5% nutrition.
And after looking at all of his supplements, I think you're only gonna get 5% of the nutrition that you need from them.
I mean, let's take a look at the definition of nutrition. It is the process of providing the food necessary for health and growth, emphasis on the health.
Any company out there that is making weight gain products is making shit.
He has said over and over again that food is the most important part of bodybuilding.
Now, if we look at the standard bodybuilding meal, it's gonna be chicken with rice and vegetable, or a certain mix of the three.
I was eating 12 solid meals a day. I was eating every hour and a half to 2 hours. Typical meal was 2 chicken breasts, 8 egg whites, and 2 to 3 cups of rice.
Second lunch, same as lunch one. Same thing, might be steak, might be fish, something different, lean pork, turkey, whatever.
And anyone who plans on competing, when you hire someone to write out your diet, they're not gonna put, okay, I want you to take this protein powder at this time, I want you to take this weight gainer at this time. No, it's gonna be egg whites and oatmeal for breakfast, chicken and rice for lunch, turkey and yams for your next meal, dinner, fish and asparagus. That's what your fucking diet's gonna consist of.
There are countless studies showing that meat is harmful to the body. It's a wide known fact that eating animal products will give you cholesterol, and not only that, the protein that you get from the meat is acidic to the body, so your body has to go into defense right there to process that meat.
Even if the meat was healthy for us, which it's not, the way it is produced is just absolutely disgusting, and that translates into the product. So you may be saying, Light Twins, what are you guys talking about? Cut out the meat out of my bodybuilding meal, and that is exactly what we're saying. So you're gonna ask, where are you gonna get your protein?
The classic. Don't worry, guys. The vegan plant-based lifestyle has all the protein you're ever gonna need. There's so many fruits and vegetables high in protein. For instance, spinach, beans, celery, all these high in protein.
Now this is really a longer conversation, and we have made many videos on the subject, but to kind of break it down really fast and in kind of a nutshell is that every plant, fruit, and vegetable has protein inside of it, and fruits and vegetables are very low in fat, so you can consume as much of these products as you want and you're not going to get excess fat. So as long as you are keeping a steady amount of high calories, since there's protein in every fruit and vegetable, as well as higher amounts in beans and spinach, you will get all the protein your body needs, as well as protein that is much easily absorbed by the body.
I mean, we're eating north of 5,000 calories a day. We don't even have to worry about protein. All we worry about is stuffing our face, and the protein is right there for us.
This is really revolutionary to the bodybuilding industry, because everybody who wants to get fit, the vegan lifestyle caters to all of your needs, from vitality, energy, to losing weight, to keeping in good shape all year around. It boosts your immune system, fights cancer, fights tumors, it keeps your good looks year after year. You are gonna live longer, and not to mention, it is better for the environment and the animals that we love so much. So truly, there is no downside.
I know what everyone's gonna say here. If there's no meat, if there's no cheese, it's not tasty. But don't worry, guys. I too thought that at one point. 5 years ago, before I started all this, I thought it was over. I thought I was only gonna be eating grass,
twigs and berries and sticks we find off the ground. But little did we know that now we're having what, Jay? Vegan pizzas, wings, fries,
sandwiches, burritos.
I mean, really any dish, ice cream, anything that we've had before, you can get it in a vegan option. And this is really amazing because it truly is the best of both worlds.
We are in a golden time to be vegan. There's so many scientists back in the lab coming up with so many wonderful options for food for us to eat.
So we've covered the protein topic, and now we've covered the taste topic. Really, there's no downside. What's the next problem?
I remember over 5 years ago, back when I was like 250 pounds overweight, just getting the body of my dreams seemed impossible.
Just basically being sick and tired of being sick and tired. We were just sluggish, eating meat and processed foods, and we decided we were gonna make a change. And after doing tons of research and really looking into it, the plant-based vegan lifestyle really catered to all our needs. We have transformed our lives. We are in the greatest shape, and there are so many others doing the same. Okay, we're not bulky and we're not absolutely swollen soldiers walking around, but I'm talking, we have great cardio, we're stronger than we've ever been, we can go for bike rides, mountain climbing, we can play any sport we want.
I'm personally in the best shape I've ever been in. And we just believe people want to be healthy and happy, not these big juice heads walking around that can just barely turn their neck.
People sign onto YouTube and want to get fit for practical reasons like running and doing other kinds of strength exercises, not to just look good and not to be able to do anything.
From switching to a vegan lifestyle, everything has gotten better for me. From my endurance, my stretching, my joints feeling better. Just my basic movements have gotten so much easier to do.
So Rich, you are big enough. Trust me, you are absolutely huge and you do not need to get any bigger. I mean, look at your life, man. You got it going on. You just bought your castle, you've gotten married, you really have everything to look forward in front of your life. Please don't throw it away.
Smoking hot wife, the maid house, you're the biggest, I promise you're the biggest guy around, and you have the nicest cars to drive. Stay there, you've taken a lifetime to gather all these things, hold on to them, hold on to your health, switch to a vegan lifestyle, Rich.
We know that you're 44 and you're going through a lot of things, but don't panic. You have lots of life to live, so don't throw it away.
The only people that need to be taking steroids are professional athletes that want $1 million contract, a bodybuilder who wants a $20 trophy, or people with certain medical conditions.
Now, only one of those to me seems reasonable. I mean, these pro athletes that need to take steroids so they are able to compete. I mean, let's get a clean sport. And these bodybuilders that want to take steroids so they can win a $20 trophy. And if you're one of the top handful of bodybuilders on the planet, you get to sell a supplement and lie to people? I mean, this isn't right. Rich still remains one of the most honest guys in the steroid and bodybuilding industry, but there is still so much confusion and so much cloud.
Rich, your videos are great, but in 2016, we're really looking forward to you to putting out some more healthier videos, not just you gaining 30 pounds and destroying your health.
So we really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please give it a thumbs up, and we really hope you guys consider switching to the vegan lifestyle, or at least consider looking into it and look at the facts for yourself.
We have experienced so many benefits from the vegan lifestyle, and we know you can too. Subscribe to our channel. We're uploading videos all the time about the vegan lifestyle, vegan news, anything vegan, we're uploading it.
Absolutely, guys, because all we know that is getting the truth out there for life. Street vegetables for the win.